Start. There we go. All right, so good morning, everyone. My name is Jesse, and I am with Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants. For those who don't know or are joining us for the first time, we're all about bringing conservation, adventure, and science into classrooms around the world. We're really excited today, too. We've got a slew of hangouts because it is World Water Day. We're celebrating places that work with water, places like aquariums, and people that work with water. It's very exciting. Don't have time for introductions today, but we've got 5 classes from across North America, Ontario, Illinois, Montana, and Vermont, a hugely diverse group from kindergarten through grade 8. The reason you guys are all here is that our speakers are joined live at Ripley's Aquarium, Canada's largest indoor aquarium, where today they're going to show us how they train their sharks. This is very interesting. How do you possibly train sharks? We're going to go check in with Patrick to find out. Without further ado, Patrick, thanks for joining us.
Hello, and thank you for having me. So we are going to be feeding our beautiful zebra sharks today. So you can actually kind of see them swimming around. They are the large sharks with their beautiful spots all over their bodies. And so you might think, well, why do we call them zebra sharks if they're all spotted and not actually striped? And that's because when they're juveniles, when they're very young, they actually do have big, beautiful black and white stripes. But as they grow up, those stripes start to fade and they will become more spotted like they are now. So our Aquarist Dave here, Dave, give a wave. He is actually going to be hand feeding these beautiful creatures. So he is going to turn off the pumps, and then he's going to be feeding them by hand, which is quite cool. One of the reasons we like to feed them by hand is because it's a really easy way for them to get used to our aquarists, and it's a great way to get us close to the animals, so if we ever need to do a checkup on them or look at them more closely, that they are comfortable with us and that they are willing to actually let us take a look at them and even take blood from them if we have to. So these 2 zebra sharks that we have here, they've been with us for a while now, and they are very comfortable with Dave. Dave is very comfortable with them. They are very friendly, and they both love each other quite a bit. So they will get nice and comfortable with him once he gets in the water, and then they'll come right up and get a bite to eat. So today I know that they're being fed bonito, mahi-mahi, and some squid, which is really tasty. So that's the bucket right over there that Dave is going to be feeding them. And I can see that they're already getting excited. I think they know that it's almost feeding time. So you can see they're about the same size. These are 2 females we have here. So we have Drew and we have Biggie. And, oh, here comes Dave. Here we go. So he's going to get the food ready. We have some other sharks in here that you can also see. We have some black tip and white tip reef sharks. Those are the kind of smaller sharks that you see swimming around. Black tip reef sharks, of course, have the black tips on their fins, and white tips and white tips. And then over here we have some egg cases and even some baby bamboo sharks, which don't grow very big, so they are already close to being full grown, just another few years or so, and they will be full grown themselves. Starting off with some squid here. Now, these sharks in the wild, they often eat actually shellfish like crustaceans, crabs, shrimp, other mollusks like squid, so that we're going to be feeding them, but also hard-shelled animals like clams or sea snails. But they can also eat small fish as well. Here, though, we like to spoil our animals quite a bit, so nothing with any shells or bones. So just so it's nice and easy for them to chew on and eat. We like them to have a nice, happy time here. So you can see some of the bamboo sharks here. Some full-grown ones are coming around. They can smell the food, but it's not their turn to get fed. It's actually these ones right here. So see. Ooh, very excited. Getting some food. So see, Dave is very good, very comfortable with them, and they are very comfortable with him as well. So they will come right up. You can also notice, if you look closely, you can see just near where their nostrils are, their nares, they actually have 2 whisker-like things Those are called barbels. Barbels are chemoreceptors, which means they use them to actually smell and taste. And they can use that to find prey in the wild and even in this tank. They can smell the food before they actually see it. So that's how they know it's feeding time. And then they can just suck it up and get a nice tasty meal. So these kind of sharks, they're not like a great white or a tiger shark that has really big sharp teeth that are used for chomping on fish. Their teeth are actually more flattened, and it's used, especially, like I said, they eat a lot of shellfish, so they use them mostly for crushing. But they can also use them because they are flattened, but they are still sharp, and they can still use them to tear at small pieces of fish, or in this instance, there's squid that they're getting a bite out of. You also notice that near their little eyes, they have very small eyes, but near their eyes, you can actually see these two holes, and those are called spiracles. These kind of sharks, thank you, Dave. You can kind of see it there. These kind of sharks, they actually are able to stay perfectly still and still are able to breathe. And that's partially because of those spiracles. They will open the spiracles up, water comes in, and then they can pump the water out through their gills that are also on the side. You can see the gill slits there. So they're able to do that. Whereas some species of shark, they're not able to do that. They do have to keep swimming to breathe. That's called ram ventilation. Whereas these ones are able to pump water through, and that's called buccal pumping. See, you can see them pumping that water out there. Pretty cool.
Hey.
So you may notice that Dave is still wearing gloves, and that's because the skin of a shark is actually pretty cool. They're not skin. It's not skin at all. They're actually tiny scales. They're difficult to see, but if you were to rub them, you could feel it. And it kind of feels like sandpaper. And that's because their scales are called dermal denticles. Basically, they're teeth skin. So their skin, their scales are made out of a similar material than teeth. So if you go with the grain, it's kind of a bit smoother, but if you go against the grain, it can actually be quite uncomfortable, and you can actually get kind of like a carpet burn sensation if you're not careful. So wearing gloves kind of helps with that. And see, so also to look at their bellies, see, make sure to do a checkup. Also, if we ever need to take blood out of them, you know, this is an easy way for us to do so. Again, Dave is super comfortable with them, and see, they're totally fine with letting him do it. Even in the wild, these kind of sharks, zebra sharks, are known for being quite comfortable around people. They are not going to be going or attacking you. They are not a kind of shark that anyone needs to worry about. But even other kinds of sharks, like sharks that people are more concerned about, like a great white or a tiger shark, they aren't concerned about eating people either. We are not tasty, we do not smell good, we do not look tasty to them. So they are not interested in actually taking a bite out of us. A lot of people think that sharks are mindless killing machines. You can see here that this is absolutely not the case. Even the other kinds of shark in here are not taking a bite out of Dave, even though they have some he has some tasty food that any of them would like to take a bite out of. And sharks in the wild are the same. They're not interested in people. And in fact, a lot of people are afraid of them, but the number of people who die every year from shark attacks is around 8 people, which is very insignificant. There are more people who die every year from coconuts falling on their heads or from vending machines falling on them. But I don't know anyone who's afraid of coconuts and vending machines. So kind of a strange thing. But lots of people are afraid of sharks, partially because of Hollywood, TVs, and movies, and the media portraying them as these dangerous creatures. But they are like any animal. They will not attack you if you do not disturb them. And none of them want to actually attack you to eat you because we're not their food source.
Patrick,
Unfortunately, though, yes.
I was just going to say this has been excellent so far. Because it's a little bit shorter today, can we dive into questions? And if you have anything else you want to mention at the end, you can. Does that work?
Yeah, all I want to mention is that even though there are a few people who are getting attacked by sharks, there are a lot of sharks that are being attacked by people because of things like fishing that are unsustainable, that they get caught in the nets, or people actually fishing them for food, and people actually eat them and will chop off their fins, and the destruction of their habitats. These animals are actually starting to go extinct in some parts of the world. Thankfully, Australia, they've had this great conservation effort, and their population has bounced back. So that means that there is hope we can actually save these beautiful animals and other sharks, so that, you know, they can be around for generations to come.
Outstanding. Thank you so much for that. Great message to add or to kick us off with questions. So, guys, if you have any questions about the sharks, about the aquarium for Patrick, let's start with Miss Gogni's class in Algonquin.
Yep, we're coming.
Take your time.
I was wondering what the worst injury was that you've ever encountered.
That we ever encountered here at the aquarium?
Yeah.
So the worst injury we probably had was not with our sharks, but it's actually with our venomous fish. So we have some fish that are venomous. They have some spines on them, and if you get stung by them, you can get hurt. But it's not deadly or anything like that, but it is quite painful. So we've had a few instances of that happening, but we've never had anyone get bitten by our sharks.
Excellent. All right, let's go to Miss Howe's class. A question. We can always come back.
You're silencing. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Miss Dal Taylor's class then.
I'm sorry?
How many sharks do you have at the whole aquarium, Patrick?
How many sharks do we have at the whole aquarium? That's a tough question to answer because we have quite a few. It's probably around 50 or 60 so sharks. The number of species of sharks that we have, though, is around 14. About 14 species of shark. In this one tank alone, I believe there's around 5 or 6 different species. Dave, do you know how many species of shark are in this tank alone? So 7. I was pretty close.
What's your biggest species of shark in the whole aquarium, Patrick?
Oh, our biggest species of shark, it's not in this tank. Those are our sand tiger sharks. Those are in our dangerous lagoon. It's the really big tank that has a tunnel that goes through it, and you can actually see them swimming overhead. They are very cool sharks, and they're close relatives of the great white. But unlike the great white that doesn't like it in captivity, the sand tiger sharks, do quite well.
Awesome. All right, let's go to Miss Sinclair's class. There you go.
My question is, do you just have sharks there?
No, we actually, in this tank, we only have sharks, but in the aquarium, we have about 16,000 animals. Lots of them are small fish, but we also have invertebrates, like we have our beautiful octopus, we have our jellyfish, we have our sea turtles. There's a lot more to see than just sharks, but sharks are one of the most popular that we have here.
Now, Patrick, for the class in Pickering that might be able to actually come visit, you guys have a new exhibit, do you not?
Yes, we do. It is called our Curious Creatures, Ripley's Curious Creatures. It's to celebrate Robert Ripley's anniversary. And we have lots of very bizarre animals that you wouldn't be able to see normally. We have our giant deep sea isopods. They're like these giant bugs that you can find at the deepest parts of the ocean. We have our peacock mantis shrimp, which is a large, very colorful shrimp that has a very powerful punch. We have sarcastic fringe heads. We have frogfish, lots of really bizarre animals and other cool artifacts to help celebrate Robert Ripley's travels around the world when he was still alive.
Outstanding. All right. For Miss Howe's class, too, if you guys are too nervous to come up to the camera, you can always type in a question. The top left of your screen, there's a little blue rectangle, and you can type in one. I will pass it along. But for now, let's go back to Miss Gogni's class. And if you guys have a second question, go for it.
Come on now. Yes, we do. Right. Great.
Oh, come a little bit closer to the camera. Sorry, we didn't quite hear that.
Where's the aquarium located at?
Where is the aquarium located at? So this aquarium is located right downtown in Toronto, Ontario, in Canada. It is right next to the CN Tower. In fact, it's so close to the CN Tower, we get a lot of guests here who come in saying, where's the elevator to go up to the CN Tower? And we're like, oh, that's next door.
Ms. Howe's class does have a question.
Cool, okay, go for it.
On behalf of the smart kid Ethan, what's your longest living shark?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What's your longest living shark?
Our longest living shark. That's a good question. Maybe Dave, do you know that answer to that question? Our longest living shark. That's kind of a tough one.
They're all pretty comparable. They're all in the 25 to 35 year range. One of our oldest sharks, as an individual, is this black chick right over there. She's going to turn back now. So prior to coming to the aquarium, he had already been in captivity for 25 years. And we've been open 4 years on top of that. So he also wild caught was still mature, so he could be anywhere from 30 to 35 years.
Okay, so just to repeat what Dave said, one of our blacktip reef sharks, the one that's swimming that I'm filming right now, that blacktip reef shark was alive for 25 years and then was brought over to our aquarium when we opened 4 years ago. So could be around 30 years old, maybe even more. Whereas most of our sharks are pretty close in age, or they can live for about as long as 25 to 35 years.
Excellent. Patrick, do you know some of the longest lived sharks, like how long they get to be? Not necessarily at the aquarium, but generally?
Longest lived sharks, I'm actually not sure because, like Dave mentioned, most species of sharks, it is around that 25 to 35 range. But,
yeah.
Oh, the Greenland shark. How long is that one, Dave? Oh, wow, 100, 200 plus years for the Greenland shark, which is a pretty cool deep sea shark. We have a really neat video about the Greenland shark here at the aquarium, too, if you ever come to visit.
Excellent. All right, let's go back to Miss Del Taylor's class.
All right, Miss Bell's class, who's got a question? Olivia. Question? No, that's okay. Maddie. I just answered that. We're going to skip that question. Thank you. Question? Dan, you have a case? Dan, you have a question? I think we might need a minute. We won't hold up your time. We'll come up
That's
with
okay. We'll come back in a second. Okay, Miss Sinclair's class, do you guys have a question? When the mic gets... There we go.
My question is, how many teeth does a zebra shark have?
How many teeth does a zebra shark have? Well, it's kind of hard to say exactly just because they have quite a few. And like I said, they are all smushed together. Dave, do you know how many teeth a zebra shark has at one time? Just like hundreds of them. Yeah, and just like most species of sharks, they will actually lose their teeth over time. In one lifetime, they can lose thousands of teeth because they just keep growing new ones. It's like a conveyor belt of teeth. But in one point in time, yeah, it's a few hundred that they have all kind of smushed together.
Awesome. Let's go back to Miss Del Taylor's class.
What's your question?
How many sharks have been born at the aquarium?
How many sharks have been born at the aquarium? That's a great question. Actually, lots of sharks have been born at the aquarium. We've had lots of sharks here for about 4 years. And some of the sharks, like these little small bamboo sharks, they actually reproduce very frequently. So all of these egg sacs here, and I actually have some dried up egg sacs over here. So these are some of the eggs that some of the bamboo sharks may have come out of. And then all of these babies over here, you can see there are probably around 15, 20 babies in there. So over the course of the 4 years we've been here, probably a few hundred or so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like at Ms. House class, there's someone coming back on behalf of the Smart Kitty. So.
How long are sharks pregnant for?
How long are sharks pregnant for? It depends a lot on the shark. For this kind of shark, I believe it's just a few months. 4.5 months, and these are an egg-laying species of shark as well. So most sharks, they actually give birth to live young, but bamboo sharks, like these white-spotted bamboo sharks and zebra sharks, they are two different species of carpet sharks, a large group of sharks called carpet sharks because of the kind of pattern on their bodies, kind of looks like a pattern you'd see on a carpet. And these two kinds of sharks, they actually do lay eggs. And then once they lay the eggs, it takes about 4 or 5 months, I believe, before they actually hatch. But these are two females, so they have not laid eggs here.
Okay, we'll go right back to Miss Gogdy's class. There's a kid that's waiting, and then we'll wrap it up after that. So if you guys want to end us off, go right ahead.
Do you have any exhibits where you can pet the animals?
Do we have any exhibits where you can pet the animals? Yes, we actually have 4 exhibits right now where you can pet the animals. These beautiful bamboo sharks you see swimming around, well, we have some of them, some of their brethren who are in a touch tank, and you can touch them. They are very cool. You can see what a shark's scaly, those teeth scales actually feel like. And we have our horseshoe crabs, our cleaner shrimp, our scarlet cleaner shrimp, and we have several species of stingrays that you can touch as well that are super friendly. They're like slimy little puppies.
And I think we couldn't kick it off better than with the phrase slimy little puppy, so thank you so much for that, Patrick. All right.
Pleasure.
What we do at the end of every hangout, I'm going to demute every class's mic so you guys can join me in saying a big thank you. So Ms. Gody, Ms. Brown, Ms. Brown. Thank you, guys. Awesome,
Thanks,
everyone.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Patrick. That was great.
My pleasure.